What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all talking about, which is one of the greats, one of the GOATs of this game, Dan Patrick, breaking down how ESPN ran a smear campaign against him when he left to become independent, to go out on his own. Pretty detailed here, and it's really inspiring and motivating to hear how Dan Patrick rose from the ashes to become who he is now, the media mogul. And he said it wasn't always a success story. So he breaks this down, and I'm sure it's going to be encouraging for all of us to hear. Obviously, uniquely, I'm in that same position, but also you, in whatever endeavor that is, to hear Dan Patrick rise to where he is right now. It's amazing. So we're going to break all of that down. Before we do all that, make sure you support this channel, subscribe. Make sure you support the community. Go to projecttransition.org. Leave your email. You want to do more? Become a donor. Do the most to have the most impact. Become a gym member, a giver every month. Like my man Daniel Morales, big-time gym member. I'm talking about 4 figures. I love you, Daniel. This is going to you, big dog, for supporting the kids in the community. Okay, without further ado, let's hear Dan Patrick break it down. Let's go.
I think I had a falling out with Rick Riley, and I don't know why we had a falling out.
I know why you had a falling out. I think it had something to do with when you left ESPN Radio. He said it was the biggest career mistake you'd ever made.
He called
He said
Shelley Long.
It's going to be like Shelley Long leaving, Katie Couric going to CBS Nightly News, and Dan Patrick leaving ESPN. Are going to be the 3 biggest media mistakes.
Okay, just want to break this down real quick. I told you guys in a couple other videos more recently, we were talking about Angel Reese, etc. Everybody who has made it has had to go through hell to get to that heaven. Everybody, every single person. So when someone's going through a firestorm, it's 2 ways to take it. Either A, they're going to stay on that side and going to get burned up, or B, they're going to go through the fire. Chaka Khan, go through the fire. Kanye West, go through the fire. And then you all of a sudden become a Dan Patrick. So no matter who you are, you included, you got to go through it to go get to it.
Oh, that's why I'm mad at him. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But you proved everyone wrong.
I did. I said, I'll prove you wrong, dude.
Yeah, but you did. You were the first big guy to leave. And that had to have been at least a little scary, I'd imagine.
Oh, frightening. Because there was this smear campaign that started. Any radio affiliate that had my show, you'd be dropped as an ESPN affiliate if you decided you still wanted to carry me.
It's mafia shit.
It was heavy-handed, but I understood. It empowered me. Like, holy shit, I'm going to matter. They're going to have to deal with me.
Right.
And
okay, peep game. So you ever hear coaches yelling at a kid, and everybody's like, why is he always on that kid? And the coach always says, well, because I believe in the kid, and I think the kid has more potential than they're showing, right? The reality's not matching. It's the same thing in this industry. Look at that dynamic. Like, oh, Dan Patrick must matter. If they put a smear campaign against you, if you got haters, as they say, you matter. Just know that.
And look, in my mind, that I loved, David against Goliath. I'm sure they didn't care. But in my mind, I would tell the Danettes, I'm like, these motherfuckers, man, we're coming after them. I don't think anybody was shaking in their boots because we were doing our little show.
I think they were trying to send a message to the talent that they still had. Like, if you leave,
there's no doubt.
Yeah.
No, I probably had 4 people, one a big name, and the other 3 were probably recognizable names. They wanted to know about leaving. Mm-hmm. And I said, don't leave. They're like, why? I go, it's a million, it's even larger odds than that. I was doing the show in my attic for 2 years. We didn't have it made. There was a 6-month period where I made sure the Danettes cashed their checks because I didn't know if we were going to make payroll. We changed ownership, and that changed everything for us. But it was not. It was not a success story. But I did it on. I had to do it. I had 4 kids. They were young. I had 3 daughters. I had to be at home, and I was selfish for. I'm on SportsCenter. Like, I don't. Come on.
Yeah.
And kids will raise it and think, come on. I'm on sports. Don't you know who I am?
You can watch me on TV.
Yeah. I'm burned on TV. Yeah. Booyah. And I remember I listened to my wife because I was going to sign a 5-year deal. That morning I'm driving up, I'm signing a 5-year deal. And she just said, the kids are all going to be out of the house. And you're going to be a mess. And she was right. And when I said no, I didn't even know what I said no to. But it was quick. They wanted me out. And then I'm trying.
He starts to go into a little more detail, a little more granular about some of the individuals in there. But you get the gist of this. Dan Patrick, first of all, Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. I know Dan Patrick, used to work with Dan Patrick, etc., know his team. Dan Patrick is a machine, is an industry in himself. For those who don't know, because a lot of times we look at everyone on ESPN or FS1 or whatever broadcasters we see all the time, and we know Dan Patrick is winning. But I'm just trying to tell you guys, he's winning way more. I've heard some of the deals he's had to turn down just because they were competitors. You know, Mercedes wants you. Oh, no, BMW wants you. And I'm like, oh, my God. Dan Patrick is next level. But this is the same guy who was comfortable, as they say in the velvet coffin, right? He's dying slowly but comfortably, as he would say, because he was doing something and he loved it, but at the same time, it wasn't fulfilling because he was going to miss out on the family. And then he talks about a little later how he had to mail it in, and he realized when he was talking to Sal Palantonio, I am mailing this in. This job is for somebody else because I'm not all into it. And I just wanted to encourage all you guys out there who are going through something like that, maybe similar, to, hey, believe in yourself, right? We always play some bets. Everybody got the chips out there. Everybody got the cards. Everybody got their money in their pocket. And we're usually external with those bets. When are you going to place one on yourself, right? You know? And I understand you got to have one foot on the ground while you take the other one to leap to where you want to be. Not tripping on that. Dan Patrick talked about that as well. But in life, you only got one lap around this thing, right? You ain't going to get this is not the 800. This is the 400. You got one lap, right? In that lap, what you going to do with it? How you going to really race? How you going to try and perform? So I looked at this, and so many things that were similar and parallel. Obviously, I've talked to Dan Patrick many a times, and it gave me great encouragement, especially when I first left and we worked together. I got 4 kids, 3 daughters, just like him, youngsters. And I'm like, And it was kind of like the same dynamics. Like, you know, he talks about he doesn't force a LeBron. He doesn't force a Cowboy topic. And I felt like, man, at the age of 50, I'm still kind of doing that. And I'm not mailing it in, doesn't feel like, but it feels like I'm delivering the mail, right? I really want to talk about stuff. Controversial, polarizing, whatever. I just want to dissect. I really wanted to get into the why. I wanted to get into the how. I wanted to get deeper. I wanted people to be mad at me because I'm like speaking truth, right? The truth. I want people to be mad at me because they're like, dog, I don't agree with you. I want people to just talk again. We used to talk. We used to have discourse. We used to disagree and be respectful. Man, in the locker room, we beef all day. In the locker room, we beefing all day. It ain't nothing but a pissing match sometimes. Like, I got you. I'm better than you. And then the ultimate was, how do you perform? And then outside of that, what's your personality? And then we get into that production. And then it just led to this beautiful life that we can all plug into and plug out of and still be a part of something. That's all. This video reminded me of that. It reminded me of the courage it takes to be who you really are, not just what they say you are or what it is fashionable to be. Too many people fall into that line. Oh, that's what we doing? That's the flavor? Okay. That's why there are trends. Right? One guy got it on, next thing you know, 1,000 guys got it on like gremlins. So respect to Dan Patrick for breaking that down, man, being vulnerable, and to pardon my take for giving him that platform to go get that dang. Love it. So far, so great for what we're doing over here, man. Like he said, it ain't always a success story. It's a roller coaster ride, but I look at it more like it's the stock market. It does this, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And we got a lot of great partnerships and a lot more in the making right before football season. So excited to see how this thing all goes. Okay, so now, you know on this show what we do, boy, to show love. We flow, boy, but before we do all that, we always make sure we connect and hook you guys up. So right now, my team at Monitor Debt Resolution, you all know who they are? They're right here. I want you guys to call that number, hit that link, or use the QR code. You got all kind of options out there. Basically, I want to take care of you because you guys may be in debt. Medical debt, student loan debt, credit card debt, personal debt. Man, I went to see Dan and the Danettes debt, whatever it may be. You got to pay for something. And paying that monthly minimum and paying those interest rates is drowning you. Well, it's time to get above that water, right? Swim to shore. Make sure you hit up Monitor Debt Resolution. That's your financial wellness solution. So the link's in the description. That's your financial wellness prescription. Okay? Be like Robert. He's a grad student. So you know grad students broke. Well, not so much anymore because he's in debt now, but next year, Robert will be debt-free. Make sure I can say your name as well. Okay? And always, that's going to be the track I'm about to do. Bad producer. So now, I want y'all to hit this link right there and leave your email, please. I've seen a lot of you guys do it. I need more. All you guys. Don't be watching this video for free. Give me your email. Or you want to do more? Be a donor. If not, become a gym member. That's the most highest level. Pick your level of jewel. You're a gym member, a giver every month. Like my man Daniel Morales, who received this book and that card. I'm going to start doing jerseys. I'm going to do, somebody said mini helmets, whatever you guys want, man. You know, it's to give is to get, and to get is to give, right? So let's get into that mindset. Okay, now, Dan Patrick, are you ready? You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. Let's get into this. Oh, I like that. I told you I'm trying something new with the music, right?
That's why. Can you understand that?
I think so.
Pretty dope.
You're not your answer.
Drop it. Drop it. Let's go get this thing, boy. Marcellus Wiley. Go get that Dan Patrick. Yo, it's Dan the man with a mic in his hand. Left the mouse house, said I got a bigger plan. ESPN tried to smear, make the vision unclear, but I'm built like Jordan. Ain't no fear in here. Whispered in shadows, planted that dirt. Tried to kill my name, put my rep in a hearse. Too independent, he don't play that game. Now I play my game, now respect my name. Ooh, they said fall in line or you're out the loop. So I dipped out clean like a parachute. Block my blessings, the world forget. I bounce back like checks, stay ain't cashed yet. Yeah. Studio in the crib, still breaking news. ESPN out here singing the blues. Built my own lane, got a loyal squad. While y'all stuck beefing with Pat McAfee's pod. I did it for the fam, not for the fame. They can slander my work, but they can't touch my name. From the anchor desk to the Hall of Fame, still got more pull than a LeBron game. Why not? Smear campaigns. Shh. They missed the plot, cause legends don't die, we just get hot. They threw shade, thought I'd fade, get lost in the mist. Now they watching me cook like Stephen A's list. Yeah, best move I ever made, that's facts on facts. Now I'm richer and I'm freer, never looking back. ESPN, yeah, thanks for the start, but this big dog got a bigger heart, you know. Ooh. Hey, go ahead, yeah. Go I go step left, side to side. I wanna go down and roll in my ride. I'm like, that song. Which the King is my producer. That dude be dropping some beats. Go get that thing. Wow. This is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come. Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so